One common trap that a lot of abuse survivors fall into is wondering whether or not their abuse counts as abuse. Usually, it's in a way of comparing it to other abuse that they know about or other abuse that they've experienced. This is called the comparison trap, and it is very easy to fall into when you're in an abuse dynamic that's not physical. A lot of people make the assumption that as long as their partner isn't hitting them or there's no physical obvious damage, then it doesn't count as abuse or it's not as bad. And this is a trap that I fell into in my 13-year marriage, where I had many patterns of abuse and neglect, but I fell back on it's not so bad, or at least he doesn't, because my previous relationship was filled with physical and sexual abuse. So I had this comparison of extremely fucked up and was comparing my marriage to that and thinking the abuse I was experiencing in my marriage didn't count. But one thing that was said to me that really stuck was if you're comparing your relationship to the worst thing you've ever experienced or the worst thing you can imagine, then there's a problem. And it doesn't have to be at the level of worst ever for it to be bad and for it to even be bad enough for you to leave. Something to ask yourself to maybe shift the narrative a little bit is instead of does it count, is do I like it? And rather than comparing one pile of shit to another pile of shit, you can start asking yourself, do I like shit?